The Canola School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by BASF Canada and Invigor Hybrid Canola.
Welcome to Real Agriculture's Canola School series. I'm Kara Oosterhuis, and I have here with me Lyle Jenson of Agro Plus. How's it going today?
Oh, pretty good. Nice sunny morning.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're standing here in a canola field that has been harvested because it's that time of the year that we are going to be walking and scouting and looking at the stubble. What are you looking for?
Couple different things we're going to be looking for. Looking for plants that show signs of stunting or disease, whether that's visual by discoloration on the stem, splintering of the stem, or where the stem has been girdled. So those are the visual symptoms we'll be looking for, but sometimes you're best to pull up some that don't even look diseased and take a look at those as well.
So what sort of specific diseases are you looking for?
For the most part, we'll be looking for blackleg and Sclerotinia, and no doubt we'll probably find some alternaria while we're at it.
Okay, so talk about why you need to be scouting for it now. You know, we can see Sclerotinia earlier on in the season, but why is it important to know what's in your field?
Well, in 4 years, this field is going to be canola again. So it's always a good idea to have an idea of what we're going to be seeing 4 years down the road. And no doubt, you know, over the next 4 years, that disease risk will go down, but it is never completely gone. So that way we can, you know, have an idea what we're headed into next time, as well as possible control methods for it in the next few years.
Okay, so we've walked the field and we've done some scouting here. What sorts of things have been found?
Well, what you can see, these greener stems here, these ones all have symptoms of blackleg. When we cut them open, you can see those pie-shaped discolorations in there. Overall severity on these was fairly low. It was not enough to cause mortality, and that's why these ones are still somewhat green. They were still stressed. These ones here are kind of a little different colored. They're kind of a whiter color. They're more splintery. When you touch them, they almost kind of want to disintegrate on you. And when you open them up, there's sclerotia bodies inside, which kind of look like mouse poop. So that's an easy way to determine whether this is Sclerotinia or not. If it has those sclerotia bodies in it, that's an easy way to determine that.
So talk me through the process of actually scouting. How many different areas are you looking at? Are you looking high areas, low areas? How are you doing that?
Kind of just try to take a cross section of the field, whether you're doing an X or S, just kind of wander around and see where it takes you. I guess if you were walking the field during the season, looking at flowers and insects and fungicide recommendations and stuff, then you'll have a pretty good idea of where the disease would be found in the field, because Sclerotinia is generally pretty visible before harvest.
And now if you find a bad area, like you said, lots of these diseases live in the soil, do they stay in that area or do they move around?
They will typically stay in that area unless there's, you know, tillage or wind erosion potentially could move things. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the disease will present in that same location 4 years down the road. You know, in that time, those, you know, sclerotia will germinate and the disease will move around on the wind currents.
Okay. And can you see clubroot, anything like that this time of year?
Yeah, you could definitely be pulling up clubroot. Luckily, we've been blessed in this area to not have any yet. But yeah, in those areas where you do have clubroot, this would definitely be the time to be looking.